All right. All right. Verification of public notice. The meeting was publicly noticed. Verification of a quorum. We have all 7 board members in attendance at this time. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let's go to our agenda. Would somebody like to make a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
I'll make a motion, Dr. Beadle, to approve the agenda as presented.
All right. Thank you very much. Motion has been made. Do we have a second?
I'll second Dr. Beadle.
Thank you very much, Ms. Peterson. Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all in favor with raised hand and or aye.
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 All right, motion carries unanimously, 7-0. All right, and now to our mission statement. Together with our families and community, we will inspire students to be passionate learners, creative thinkers, and innovative leaders who enrich our world. All right, so now let's go on to our item number 2, discussion and approval of the Arts at Large contract.
Thank you, Dr. Beadle. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules today to join us for this one agenda item. Dr. Beadle, the information per the recommendations requested by the board last Tuesday have been put forth to the board. And with that, we would like to entertain discussion first in the event that there are any questions, and then hopefully move toward approval for our partnership with Arts at Large to come to our elementary school and provide a great experience in the art space for our students. So if there are any questions, we'd like to start with the questions first. You're muted, Dr. Beadle. You're still muted, Dr. Beadle? We're still unable to hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So what I was trying to go in between screen and I ended up with this other plus and minus thing. I was like, what the heck is this? But anyway, board members, questions in relationship to the 2 attachments that Dr. Kelsey Brown submitted to us for our review for the contract for Arts at Large. So questions.
So one question that I had, I noticed that there's a difference in price, but there's no breakdown in price. So I don't know where that difference is coming from. So what caused the difference in the cost that we're seeing now versus what we saw last week?
Absolutely, I can jump in on that one. So the adjustment in the price is based on the adjustment in the number of sessions. So just as we continue, pressing on with making sure the paperwork is squared away, we want to make sure the artist has time to prepare all the preparations and get in the class, prepared and ready. So if you'll notice on the SOW where it lists the dates, that is now listing a November 28th date. So that is a little bit of a push as well. From notes that we received, we made a few adjustments, for holidays and things like that. So it's the set of dates. I believe the final document is in reference to, let me make sure I get this right, 112 sessions. The original document was for 124 sessions. So through moving things around and adjusting that start date, that's how we ended up at that new number on the SOW.
Okay, so that 2-week difference was $6,000.
It was a bit more than that. There was an extra holiday that was in there, and we had a couple extra days at the end of the year that are being held in just for snow days, the 7th and 8th of June, which was in there as well. So this just reflects the change of several days actually that were removed.
Okay.
And that's contract time as well as planning time, which both are impacted by those number of sessions.
Ms. Robinson, did you get the answers that you were looking for?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Questions, board members?
I don't have a question, but I do have a comment that I appreciate seeing on page 3 under number 5, the request that we had for if we do end up hiring someone, we can actually put in a notice to terminate this contract. So I do appreciate seeing that in this new revised contract here. Outside of that, I don't have any questions.
I guess my question is actually right along the same lines that for one termination of a contract is 60 days, another one is 30 days. Was there a specific reason in relationship to that?
I saw that too, Dr. Vito. One, let me go back and look at it real quick. 'cause I
Yeah, the
caught-
one 60 days was in relationship to if we were to find an art instructor, and then what we'd have to do is the day that they would start, we'd have to let them know, and then it would be in effect 60 days after that. The other one was 30 days, and I wasn't quite sure exactly what that meant. If contractually something wasn't being, was it contractually not being satisfied on either
Mhm.
party's behalf, then
Correct.
it was null and void. It could be terminated at 30 days. Am I
Right.
reading that correctly?
That's what I read it as, Dr. Vito and Philip, please chime in. The 30-day one, and my thought process was if for any reason we need to abandon this relationship, it would be 30 days. However, if we find an art teacher to come in, a licensed art teacher, then that would be a 60-day notice. That was the distinction as I interpreted it between the two. But Philip, please correct me if I am inaccurate in making that statement.
Yeah, the 30, so we're talking about under section 5B1
Correct.
above the 60-day part. Yeah,
Mhm.
so that one is in relation to like materially breaches of the contract. So if you feel like the artist is not in line with the agreements in the contract, or if the artist felt like the statutes of their contract were not being met, the expectations set forth for them were not being met, then either party could within 30 days to give those 30 days notice to rectify. If you look further on, when we see section 4 in that same section, and this is in all of our school contracts and all of our client contracts, by supplier for any reason upon 30 days prior written notice to the company. That's something that we include as an opportunity for us to always hold quality paramount. So with that saying, you have 30 days, you can give 30 days notice if you're not satisfied. The artist can give 30 days notice if they're not satisfied. And Arts at Large always has their finger on the switch saying, if we're hearing from you that it's not right, and if we're hearing from the client, or we're going in and we're seeing, and it's not the quality that we hold ourselves to, then we too in that time can say, we're going to cut this contract with a 30-day notice. So that's a quality thing that we put in every single contract to make sure that, you always have a pipeline and a connection to us with any issues, with any conflicts. And that's something we take very, very seriously.
Hey, Philip, I will get a
And
question.
Can I?
So
uh,
I guess the question, Phil, is this. Is our contract with Arts at Large, or is it with the contracted artist who's working for you? Because the way that you just said that, it almost seemed as though our contract, it was basically almost with the artist who you're subcontracting with. Or am I listening to that, or did I hear that wrong?
No, but perhaps I said it in a little mix of words, but it is absolutely the contract is with Arts at Large, and then Arts at Large holds a contract with the artist. So 2 separate agreements. And like I said, the 30-day clause from us as the supplier is a quality control piece. But that being said, the artist is a person. They do have like autonomy, and so that's the part of that section I. Of like either party, right? Like we also act on behalf of the artist, so their care and their we're also taking care of them.
So if the artist isn't happy and wants to not come back or whatever, would Arts at Large automatically provide us with another instructor to instantly jump in, or if that contracted artist is sick or needs to go on leave, will Arts at Large provide us with another artist, another arts person to be able to handle and continue to fulfill the contract?
Yeah, so when it comes to like absences, the artist, we in the agreement we have with the artist and their collective is that they have artists that we have already cleared and background checked as substitutes in case that ever comes up. Now, if the case was that the artist for sure needed to step away from the whole opportunity, or if you were unsatisfied, our first hope would be that you would trust Arts at Large to provide a replacement or a substitute. But if that was not the case, that could be contract termination if it needed to be. But the ideal would be our opportunity to fill that with a different artist. But again, we're here for quality. We're not here to twist anybody's arm. We want art for the kids. We want there to be a program that is filling these kids with creativity and a love for school and a passion for being there. So we're not here to twist anybody's arm.
Board members, questions?
Dr. Vito?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back to the 30 days versus the 60 days. On average, 30 days for terminations and cancellations is a standard number. We, as a board, requested the 60-day notice as it relates to giving them notice if we were to hire a teacher. If we recall, we went from the 90 days down to the 60 days. So that's why we are seeing a different date or time frame between what their standard contract is and what we specifically requested in line 5B, Roman numeral 2.
Correct.
Bless you, Tiffany. Ms. Peterson, did you were you finished with your question, or did you want them to?
No, I was just making a comment for clarity. Yeah.
Okay. Other board members, questions? I do, but I guess this is my last question in relationship to this. Let's say, okay, we have a contract with Arts at Large and the art instructor and everything. Is there a certain amount of time to where it would be like, if we wanted to potentially hire an art person the following year or something like that, or whatever have you? Is there anything within this contract or this that would prohibit us from having conversations for something like in the future? Or because we know this year, of course not. I mean, that's just not even good business. But I'm saying some contracts have it in there that you can't have conversations with contracted individuals, for the following year. So I just wanted a little bit of clarity in relationship to that. Is there anything within this contract that I did not see, but is there anything that should not happen?
Excellent question. And there is absolutely not. We wholly encourage that. And, it is our dream and hope that every school next year will be full to the brim with art teacher and art curriculum. So no, absolutely not. And honestly, if we can be a resource for you in helping that happen in years to come, that we're here for art being in schools, period.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to, because you know what? Contract when I ran St. Charles, I had a contract with you guys at Arts at Large or whatever, but we had within there that we couldn't we wouldn't be able to hire the art instructor during that contracted time or whatever. We'd have to wait until after that contract was over with. But this was some years ago. But yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Board members, any other questions? Ms. Bacon, Ms. Walker,
No question.
Ms. Smith?
Thank you. You asked the question that I had earlier, Dr. Vito. Thank you.
I've got no questions.
Ms. Smith, questions?
No questions.
All right, Ms. Walker,
No questions.
Ms. Robinson.
I think we're good to go.
All right, Ms. Peterson.
I'm all set. No questions.
Okay, all right. Would someone like to make a motion to approve the Arts at Large contract for the remainder of the 2022-2023 academic year?
I will, Dr. Beadle, make a motion to approve the Arts at Large contract as presented for the balance of the 2022-23 school year.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Walker. Motion has been made. Do we have a second?
I
Second.
second.
Oh,
All
Sorry.
right, let's about second.
Who was the second?
matter.
Huh?
Who seconded that?
I said it and Stacy, I think. So it doesn't matter.
All right, we'll just go with Ms. May because your picture is the first one that I see right now. All right, so all right, motion has been made and seconded. Any further discussion before we go to vote? Hearing and seeing none, all in favor with raised hand and or aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Aye.
All right, Ms. Robinson, okay, hand, Ms. Smith, just want to make sure.
Aye. Aye.
Okay. All right, motion carries unanimously 7-0. Motion carries. Arts at Large, thank you very much and welcome to their family and relationship, being able to provide arts for our elementary school. I know Ms. Turner, Ms. Stewart, you guys are probably pretty happy in relationship to that, so you don't have to worry about the library.
Yeah,
Look at that
we-
big smile of Ms. Turner. Okay. all
yeah,
right.
we
That's
are.
what-
So if I could say something, Dr. Beadle, so Symphony and Philip, when you, are you the artist, Philip, or no, or is it a different artist? Okay. All right, so in the contract, you have on there to come in the 18th and the 21st. So the 18th is a professional learning day. I just want to make sure that someone's there to meet you and help you out. So the offices should be staffed with an admin assistant, but so I'd like to just give you my information. We need to talk about transition. I'll pull in the building principal, okay, to talk about what that looks like, because we want to set you up for success. And so to see what the artist has in mind, maybe for, for what that looks like or what that first week looks like. So, and if you need our assistance and presence as you do that, just so that my team can start to plan. So my information was on the invite. So if you want to email me, and then we can kind of take the conversation from there. So
Awesome. Thank you. so
okay,
much, Ms.
Yeah,
Turner.
you're
We'll let you know.
so
Thank
welcome.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, Ms. Turner, Dr. Brown. Okay, you guys have your arts program,
Yeah.
and we look forward to it. And you guys will have some meetings and stuff to make sure the day-to-day pieces of these things go well. And we are looking forward to seeing some great artwork on the walls and our students talking to the parents. So yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
All
you.
right, now with that
Thank
being
you.
all right,
Philip, can you hang on before we jump off?
hold on. Okay, guys. All right, would somebody like to make a motion to adjourn?
Dr. Beadle, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Macon. A motion has been made. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ashley. Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor with raised hand and or aye.
Aye.
Bye.
All right. Always get a unanimous one on that one. Motion carries unanimously, and I call this meeting to close at 12:56.
Have a good rest of the day.
Thank
All right,
you.
everyone.
Enjoy your day,
night, everyone.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Amanda, can you
Bye-bye.
stop
Bye.
recording? Philip, can you hang out for a moment?
Of course.
Please.